Let's be honest. You've probably felt it, that moment of doubt, that question creeping into your mind. Am I performing at my best? If you've ever worried about your stamina, you're not alone. But what if I told you that 4 simple daily habits could make all the difference? One of these hacks is so effective that men who use it report feeling like they've rewound the clock by decades. Another is backed by science, but almost no one is talking about it. And the best part? These hacks work naturally. No expensive pills, no risky treatments, just real lasting results. So, what are these powerful changes you can start making today? And why is one of them something you've been told to avoid for years? Stay with me, because I promise, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do to take your stamina to the next level. Cold exposure might sound like an uncomfortable challenge, but what if just 30 seconds of it per day could dramatically boost your stamina? The truth is, this simple habit unlocks a chain reaction inside your body, triggering deep physiological changes that enhance energy, blood flow, and overall endurance. The reason most men overlook this hack is simple. It sounds too easy, but beneath that brief shock of cold lies a biological response so powerful that elite athletes, top performers, and even medical researchers swear by it. When cold water touches your skin, your body goes into a controlled state of shock. This is not the harmful kind of shock. It's a positive, adaptive stressor, something scientists call hormesis. Your blood vessels, initially constricted to preserve heat, begin to open wider after exposure, a process called vasodilation. The result? Improved circulation, which means more oxygen-rich blood reaches your muscles and organs, including those responsible for peak stamina. More oxygen means less fatigue, better endurance, and stronger, longer-lasting performance in any physical activity. But here's where things get interesting. This sudden cold exposure also sends a signal to your nervous system, activating your sympathetic fight-or-flight response. Your body releases a surge of norepinephrine, a neurotransmitter that not only sharpens focus and alertness, but also plays a critical role in maintaining stamina by reducing inflammation and improving blood vessel function. This means that over time, your cardiovascular system becomes more efficient. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard to pump blood. Your recovery time shortens, and you experience an increase in overall physical resilience, key factors that directly impact your endurance. Another surprising effect of cold exposure is its impact on testosterone and other key hormones. Studies have shown that cold showers and ice baths stimulate the production of luteinizing hormone, LH, the very hormone responsible for triggering testosterone production. Why does this matter? Because testosterone is directly linked to stamina, muscle strength, and energy levels. Higher testosterone means better performance, faster recovery, and a significant boost in physical endurance. Some studies even suggest that regular cold exposure can prevent testosterone decline caused by stress, which is a game changer for men dealing with modern-day pressures. But perhaps the most overlooked benefit is how cold exposure rewires the brain to handle discomfort. Stamina isn't just about the body, it's also about mental toughness. When you voluntarily expose yourself to cold, you're training your brain to become more resilient to stress and fatigue. This builds what psychologists call stress resilience, which means that over time, you not only push past physical limits more easily, but also develop the ability to stay calm, focused, and energized in challenging situations. Here's what happens when you make cold exposure a daily habit. At first, your body resists. You feel the cold shock, your breathing quickens, and your muscles tense. But after a few seconds, something amazing happens. You adapt. Your breath slows, your body relaxes, and your mind becomes sharper. The more you do this, the faster your body learns to adapt, meaning that not only do you tolerate the cold better, but your body becomes more efficient at handling all forms of stress, including the stress of intense physical activity. This translates directly to greater stamina, whether in exercise, work, or any demanding situation. And the best part? You don't need to endure long ice baths to get these benefits. Just 30 seconds of cold water at the end of your shower is enough to start seeing changes. Those 30 seconds might feel intense at first, but as your body adapts, you'll start to notice something remarkable. You'll feel more awake, more energized, and more resilient. And that's when the magic happens. Over time, your stamina improves. your energy lasts longer, and you realize that something as simple as turning the water cold can transform your endurance from the inside out. If you're finding this information helpful so far, imagine what else you could learn by staying connected. Hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss out on simple but powerful ways to improve your stamina and overall health. Magnesium is one of the most underrated minerals when it comes to stamina, yet it plays a fundamental role in energy production, muscle recovery, and hormone regulation. Without enough magnesium, your body struggles to generate the energy it needs to sustain peak performance, leading to fatigue, reduced endurance, and even imbalanced testosterone levels. The reason so many men unknowingly suffer from low stamina is that up to 50% of the population is deficient in this essential mineral. And because the body doesn't store magnesium efficiently, it must be replenished daily to maintain optimal energy levels and prevent the kind of exhaustion that gradually erodes stamina over time. At the core of your body's endurance system is adenosine triphosphate, ATP, the molecule responsible for fueling every cell in your body. But here's what most people don't know. ATP needs magnesium to be activated. Without magnesium, ATP is practically useless, meaning your cells can't efficiently convert food into energy. This is why low magnesium levels often lead to chronic fatigue, muscle weakness, and slower recovery, all of which directly impact stamina. The more efficiently your body produces energy at a cellular level, the longer and stronger you can perform without feeling drained. Another critical role of magnesium is regulating muscle function. During any form of physical exertion, whether it's exercise, endurance activity, or even performance in the bedroom, muscles contract and relax in a synchronized rhythm. Magnesium is responsible for allowing muscles to relax after contraction, preventing cramps, tightness, and excessive strain. Without sufficient magnesium, muscles stay in a partially contracted state, leading to faster fatigue and a significant drop in stamina. This is why men who experience frequent muscle cramps, soreness, or prolonged recovery times often see immediate improvements when they start replenishing their magnesium levels. The ability to sustain energy, avoid premature fatigue, and recover faster is directly tied to this mineral. What makes magnesium even more essential for stamina is its impact on stress and cortisol regulation. Every time the body experiences stress, whether from a demanding workout, a high-pressure situation, or even lack of sleep, it releases cortisol. While short bursts of cortisol are necessary for survival, chronically elevated cortisol levels wreak havoc on stamina by depleting energy stores, breaking down muscle tissue, and interfering with testosterone production. Magnesium acts as a natural cortisol regulator, helping to keep stress hormones in check and allowing the body to maintain higher energy levels without unnecessary depletion. This is why many men notice improved endurance, mental focus, and overall resilience when they ensure adequate magnesium intake. Another often overlooked benefit of magnesium is its profound effect on testosterone levels. Testosterone is the driving force behind stamina, influencing everything from energy levels to endurance, muscle strength, and overall vitality. Studies have shown that men with higher magnesium levels consistently have higher testosterone levels as magnesium binds to proteins in the blood that regulate hormone activity. More importantly, magnesium helps free up bound testosterone, making it more bioavailable, meaning your body can actually use it. This translates into longer-lasting stamina, increased muscle strength, and faster recovery times. The connection between magnesium and testosterone is so strong that researchers have found that even short-term magnesium supplementation can result in measurable increases in testosterone, especially when combined with physical activity. One of the most immediate signs of magnesium deficiency is poor sleep quality, and this is a critical factor in stamina. Sleep is when the body restores and replenishes energy stores, repairs muscle tissue, and balances hormones. Magnesium helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting relaxation and deeper sleep cycles. Men who don't get enough magnesium often experience restless sleep, frequent wake-ups, and lower quality recovery, all of which contribute to decreased stamina the next day. This is why improving magnesium levels often results in waking up with more energy, better endurance throughout the day, and a noticeable improvement in overall physical and mental resilience. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Most men assume they're getting enough magnesium from their diet, but the reality is that modern farming methods have depleted the soil of natural minerals, making magnesium deficiency far more common than it was in previous generations. This means that even men who eat a relatively healthy diet may still struggle with suboptimal magnesium levels, leading to reduced endurance, slower recovery, and lower energy output. And because stress, intense physical activity, and excessive caffeine consumption further deplete magnesium stores, it becomes even more important to ensure proper intake to sustain stamina over time. The beauty of magnesium is that once the body gets enough of it, the improvements in stamina are felt quickly. Energy levels stabilize, recovery times shorten, and endurance increases because the body is finally able to efficiently convert food into usable energy, regulate stress, and maintain proper muscle function. Stamina isn't just about willpower or physical training. It's about giving your body the fundamental nutrients it needs to sustain high performance without crashing. Magnesium is one of those key nutrients, and ensuring proper levels can mean the difference between feeling constantly drained and having the lasting energy and endurance to perform at your best every single day. Every day you ignore your declining energy, performance, and drive, you lose a little more of what makes you you. But it doesn't have to be this way. There's a scientifically proven method to naturally boost your hormones, restore your power, and reignite your confidence. Don't let time steal what's yours. Click the pinned comment now and take back control before it's too late. Intermittent fasting is one of the most powerful yet misunderstood tools for increasing stamina, endurance, and overall energy levels. The idea of skipping meals to enhance performance might sound counterintuitive, especially when we've been conditioned to believe that eating frequently is necessary to maintain strength. But the truth is, the way your body responds to fasting is precisely what makes it such a game changer for stamina. Instead of depleting energy, fasting trains your body to become far more efficient at using it, unlocking reserves of endurance that most people never tap into. At the core of intermittent fasting's effect on stamina is metabolic flexibility, the ability of your body to switch between using glucose and fat for fuel. Most people are stuck in a state where their bodies rely almost exclusively on carbohydrates, constantly needing a new source of fuel every few hours. This leads to energy crashes, reliance on quick sugar fixes, and an overall inability to sustain prolonged physical or mental effort. But when you practice intermittent fasting, something remarkable happens. Your body learns to burn fat for energy instead of depending on the constant supply of glucose. This means your energy doesn't run out the way it does when you rely on carbs, because your body has access to a virtually unlimited source of fuel, your stored fat. The result? More endurance, less fatigue, and longer-lasting stamina. Another major benefit of fasting is its profound impact on blood circulation, which directly influences stamina. Fasting triggers the production of nitric oxide, a molecule that helps blood vessels expand and improves oxygen delivery to muscles and organs. This means that your heart doesn't have to work as hard to keep your body energized, making every movement feel easier and more efficient. When your cardiovascular system is working at its best, stamina naturally increases, and you can sustain energy for longer periods without feeling drained. Many people notice that after just a few weeks of intermittent fasting, their endurance improves in both physical activity and daily tasks, whether that's exercising, working, or even just maintaining focus for extended periods. Intermittent fasting also plays a crucial role in hormonal optimization, particularly when it comes to testosterone and growth hormone, two of the most important hormones for stamina, energy, and recovery. Growth hormone is responsible for muscle repair, fat metabolism, and overall energy regulation. And studies have shown that fasting can increase growth hormone levels by up to 2,000% in men. This surge in growth hormone enhances endurance by making muscles more resilient to fatigue, while speeding up recovery time. Testosterone levels also benefit from fasting, as periods without food reduce insulin resistance and lower inflammation, both of which support higher, more stable testosterone production. And since testosterone is directly linked to stamina and energy levels, maintaining optimal levels naturally through fasting creates a sustained, long-term improvement in endurance. One of the most overlooked effects of fasting on stamina is How it enhances mitochondrial function. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of your cells, responsible for converting nutrients into usable energy. Over time, poor diet and excessive eating can lead to mitochondrial dysfunction, which means your cells become inefficient at producing energy, leaving you feeling sluggish and drained. But fasting forces your body to clean out old, damaged mitochondria and replace them with new, more efficient ones in a process called mitophagy. This renewal process results in higher energy output, better endurance, and a greater ability to sustain prolonged activity without hitting a wall. Many people don't realize that digestion itself is an energy-intensive process, requiring a significant amount of blood flow and metabolic resources. When the body is constantly digesting food, less energy is available for movement, performance, and mental focus. By practicing intermittent fasting, you free up those energy reserves and allow your body to redirect its resources toward enhancing stamina and endurance instead of constantly processing food. This is why so many people who switch to fasting report feeling lighter, more energized, and more capable of sustaining effort for longer periods. Their bodies are no longer weighed down by the constant metabolic burden of digestion. Another critical factor in how fasting enhances stamina is its impact on inflammation and oxidative stress, two of the biggest enemies of endurance. When you eat frequently, especially if your diet includes processed foods or excess carbohydrates, your body experiences continuous low-grade inflammation. This inflammation puts stress on your muscles, joints, and cardiovascular system, reducing efficiency and draining your stamina over time. Fasting naturally lowers inflammation, giving your body a chance to recover, repair, and operate at a higher level of performance. It also triggers autophagy, the body's natural process of cellular cleaning and renewal. This means that the cells responsible for energy production and endurance are constantly being repaired and upgraded, allowing you to perform at a higher capacity for longer periods without the same level of exhaustion. Perhaps the most immediate and noticeable effect of fasting is mental stamina. Stamina isn't just about physical endurance. It's also about your ability to stay focused, alert, and engaged for extended periods. Intermittent fasting increases the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that enhances cognitive function, sharpens focus, and improves resilience to stress. This is why many people find that once they start fasting, they not only have more physical energy, but also better concentration, sharper decision-making, and an overall sense of mental clarity that helps them sustain performance in all areas of life. What makes fasting such a powerful tool for increasing stamina is that its effects are compounding over time. The more consistently you practice it, the more efficient your body becomes at using energy, the better your circulation gets, the stronger your endurance becomes, and the more resilient your mind and body are to fatigue. Unlike quick-fix solutions that offer temporary boosts, intermittent fasting rewires your metabolism and trains your body to sustain higher levels of energy naturally, making it one of the most effective and sustainable ways to enhance stamina in the long run. At first, intermittent fasting might feel challenging, especially if you're used to eating frequently. But as your body adapts, you begin to unlock a level of energy and endurance you didn't even know was possible, instead of feeling drained. When you miss a meal, you feel empowered, fueled by your own fat stores, and capable of sustaining high performance for longer periods. That's the real power of intermittent fasting. It doesn't just give you a temporary energy boost, it transforms the way your body produces and sustains energy, allowing you to experience a level of stamina that stays with you throughout the day, every single day. Let's see who's really paying attention. Drop the word stamina in the comments if you're committed to taking your endurance to the next level. I want to see how many of you are ready to start fueling your body the right way. Most men who want to increase their stamina instinctively turn to long cardio sessions, thinking that endurance comes from endless hours on the treadmill or long-distance running. But what if that approach is actually working against you? What if the key to stamina isn't about how long you exercise, but how intensely you train? The truth is, traditional steady-state cardio, jogging for an hour, spending 45 minutes on an exercise bike, or grinding away on the elliptical, can actually reduce testosterone, burn through muscle mass, and exhaust your body instead of building the kind of sustained energy you need for real endurance. The body wasn't designed for prolonged, repetitive, low-intensity activity. It was built for short bursts of explosive power followed by recovery. And this is exactly why high-intensity interval training, HIIT, is so much more effective for boosting stamina than traditional endurance exercises. One of the biggest reasons HIIT is so effective for stamina is that it trains your body to recover faster. Stamina isn't just about how long you can go, it's about how quickly you can bounce back and keep going. With steady-state cardio, your body adapts to a single level of exertion, but it never gets better at recovering. That's why after running for 30 or 40 minutes, you're completely spent. But with HIIT, your body is forced to rapidly shift between all-out effort and short recovery periods, making it more efficient at using oxygen, clearing out lactic acid, and resetting for the next burst of energy. Over time, this translates into greater endurance, better cardiovascular efficiency, and a noticeable improvement in how long you can sustain energy without hitting a wall. Another major advantage of HIIT is its impact on mitochondrial function. The tiny powerhouses in your cells responsible for energy production. When you do traditional long-duration cardio, your mitochondria adapt to provide just enough energy for that specific task. But HIIT forces your mitochondria to work at full capacity, recover quickly, and generate more energy than before. The more efficient your mitochondria become, the greater your endurance, because your cells are literally producing more fuel per second than they were before. This means you can push harder, last longer, and sustain peak performance without feeling drained. HIIT also has a profound impact on oxygen utilization. Most people think stamina is just about having strong muscles, but the real secret lies in how well your body delivers oxygen to those muscles and clears out waste products like carbon dioxide and lactic acid. When you do steady-state cardio, your heart rate stays relatively stable, meaning your cardiovascular system doesn't have to adapt much. But when you do HIIT, your heart is forced to adjust rapidly to changing demands, pumping blood more efficiently and increasing your VO2 max, the maximum amount of oxygen your body can use during exercise. The higher your VO2 max, the greater your stamina, because your body can supply oxygen to your muscles faster than it's being depleted. This is why athletes with high VO2 max levels are able to sustain high-performance activities for longer periods without fatiguing. One of the most overlooked benefits of HIIT is how it reprograms your nervous system to handle stress. Stamina isn't just a physical quality. It's a neurological adaptation. When you push your body through short, intense bursts of effort, your brain learns to handle higher levels of exertion without triggering a fatigue response. This is why people who switch from long cardio sessions to HIIT often notice that they feel stronger, more energized, and more capable of sustaining effort for extended periods. Their nervous system has adapted to expect bursts of intensity, making everyday exertion feel easier by comparison. What makes HIIT so uniquely powerful for stamina is that its effects last long after the workout is over. Traditional cardio burns calories and increases endurance while you're doing it, but the benefits fade as soon as you stop. With HIIT, however, your body experiences something called EPOC, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, where it continues burning fat, increasing oxygen use, and improving cardiovascular efficiency for hours after your workout ends. This means your stamina isn't just improving during your workout, it's improving all day long, allowing you to experience higher energy levels, better endurance, and greater physical resilience in everything you do. Another critical way HIIT enhances stamina is through hormonal optimization. Long cardio sessions have been shown to increase cortisol, the stress hormone that breaks down muscle tissue and reduces testosterone levels, both of which are terrible for endurance. HIIT, on the other hand, triggers a surge in testosterone and growth hormone, two of the most important hormones for stamina, recovery, and sustained energy. More testosterone means greater muscle endurance, faster recovery, and the ability to sustain effort for longer periods without fatigue. Growth hormone, meanwhile, helps repair muscle tissue, reducing soreness and allowing you to train harder, more frequently, and with better results. Perhaps the most compelling reason HIIT is superior for stamina is that it trains your body to work harder in less time. Instead of spending an hour jogging at a moderate pace, you can get better endurance results in just 20 minutes of explosive, high-intensity movement. This means that instead of depleting your energy reserves with long, draining workouts, you're actually building stamina while spending less time in the gym. The efficiency of HIIT means that even on days when you don't have time for a full workout, just a few minutes of high-intensity bursts can sustain and even improve your endurance levels. Over time, the effects of HIIT compound, making stamina something that's built into your body's natural rhythm. Your mitochondria become more efficient, your cardiovascular system gets stronger, your muscles recover faster, and your nervous system learns to handle stress and fatigue with greater ease. Instead of burning through energy inefficiently, your body learns to optimize every movement, every breath, and every ounce of effort to last longer and perform better. The reason so many people feel drained after traditional cardio is that they're working against their body's natural endurance systems instead of training them properly. HIIT aligns with the way your body was designed to move, short bursts of intense activity followed by quick recovery. This method doesn't just increase stamina, it rewires your entire body for sustained, long-lasting energy that carries over into every aspect of life. The ability to push through fatigue, maintain energy levels for extended periods, and recover quickly after exertion is exactly what true stamina is all about. And if you're serious about optimizing your health, make sure you subscribe and check out my next video on the biggest testosterone-killing mistakes men make. It's on the screen right now. Click it before it's too late.